Well, welcome to the Southern Bunch. How's everyone doing today? I know it's been a couple of days since I've been on video. I'm sorry about that. Tongue twisted right now. I shouldn't be, because usually I talk pretty good on here, but it's all good.
I got flustered. You
get that, you get like that sometimes. I want to welcome my guests here. This is my wife, Stephanie.
Hi.
She'll be on some of the videos. She won't be on all of them. Just like me, I won't be on all of them. It's not good to have the same person on every video. It's best to give that person that chance, other people that chance to express their opinions and express, how they feel or their lives or whatever they want to talk about. I mean, that's totally up to them. I want to shout out to Alice, with her video. Her video turned out extremely. I mean, it was outstanding. I mean, for the first video she shot, it was pretty good. It will get better. Our channel will get better as well. Like Melissa said, we're gonna start doing this constantly. We're probably gonna start doing it 3 days a week. But like I said, her video was good. I mean, I watched it probably like 2 times, maybe 3 times. Her reviews. I noticed we got another subscriber. You know what I mean? I want to thank that person for subscribing to our channel. And I want this to take off. I know it's going to take some time, and we're willing to sit here and do this for you guys, just like everybody else is. I mean, I watched a video the other day, somebody eating these big crabs or whatever, the shrimp or whatever. I mean, she's been doing it for a long time, and she's pretty good at what she does. Why I ever be like her? No, because she's probably been doing it way longer than what I've been doing it. I mean, she's probably been doing it for a couple years, if not longer. But these people, I'll tell you, these people on YouTube they're pretty good. They're pretty good at what they do. And there's some things out there that I can't do. I mean, am I willing to try it? Absolutely. But if I can't do it, I'm going to tell you I can't do it. So we had a request, and I don't want to be on the video too long. We had a request from Cindy. She wanted me and my wife here. We're foster parents. Those of you that don't know, and that's one of the reasons why I got her in this video with me, because I don't want to leave her out of this, because this is very important. But we are foster parents, and we've been doing it almost 2 years.
It's been 1 year and 3 months.
Okay, 1 year and 3 months. Well, we're hitting that 2nd year. I mean, it's going to take time, but I mean, things I won't remember to say. Stephanie, hopefully she remembers to tell you guys, and I mean, there's probably going to be things that we're going to forget to tell you guys and fill you in on, but I mean, there's a lot to know and there's a lot to remember on doing foster care. I know there's millions of people out here that have done it and that are still doing it. I tip my hats to them as well.
Yeah, it's not an easy job. It is not.
But we are doing it for a good cause, like I told you all the other night. We're not doing it for the money. That has nothing to do with it. By the way, like I was saying, there's things that I won't remember, and there's things that Stephanie will remember, and there's things that Stephanie won't remember, and there's things I'll remember. It's just, it twists us back and forth. And that's why, we work together as a team. Now I do have to say this, Stephanie does most of the, she does the doctor's appointments and school scheduling and all this other stuff I know nothing about. I need to learn about it, just in case something happens and it needs to fall back on me. But
that's okay. You're going to be in training very, very soon for that.
But other than that, I mean, foster care, we can go. I could start. But the first thing, before I start on the foster care, I want to let everybody know what we're eating. We're eating Subway tonight. And Subway is a nice place to go to. I do have a Mountain Dew here, of course.
And I've got Pepsi, of
So,
course.
I'm eating turkey and ham with cheese and mayo and pickles on it.
And I've got rotisserie chicken, bacon, cheese, mayonnaise, mustard, pickles, oil, vinegar, salt, pepper, Parmesan, and oregano. Love that combination.
But that's a lot, guys. Back on the foster care. I'm gonna start from the beginning. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna let Stephanie say some things too, because I'm not gonna do all the talking. I mean, there's things she's gonna remember and I'm not gonna remember, like I just told you about 5-10 minutes ago. But there was just one day, Stephanie got a 3-bedroom. Okay, I was in a 1-bedroom, of course. Stephanie got a 3-bedroom. Well, I moved in with her. And there was this one day we were talking about fostering children. I didn't know anything about it. I mean, I knew it was out there, but I didn't know how to go about doing it or anything like that. So we sat and talked about it. We thought about it. It's a tough job. It's rough. It's tough. I'm gonna let Stephanie tell you how many children we've had in our home since we've been doing it. Just to let you know, just to let you all know now, we do have 2 boys in our home and they're teenagers. One's up for an adoption and the other one gets to go home soon, hopefully. The one up for an adoption, we're shooting to adopt him. Once we adopt him and everything's finalized, he will be a guest on the Southern Bunch. We will bring him on here and we'll let him do what we do. But right now we cannot do that. That is not allowed. We cannot. If you want to know more details on why we can't do it, just shoot us, shoot us a message, and I'll be glad to try to tell you the best of my knowledge. Maybe Stephanie could probably tell you better. Who knows? She may even tell you in this video instead of just shooting a message. I mean, I don't know what she's going to tell you or talk to you about. But like I said, I mean, it's been a rough road. It has been a rough road. I've seen kids come and go. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to get into details about why they come and go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it over to Stephanie for a little bit, and then she'll hand it back over to me, and then we'll feed it. I don't want this video too long because I know Melissa, she does a good job on editing these videos. She's good at that stuff, and I tip my hat to her as well because she busts her hind end on what she does. She does more than what we do, talk and eat and all that stuff. I mean, she's got to sit at the computer for probably about 2 or 3 hours working on these videos. So I want to thank her for what she's doing and making the videos look good. Because last time the quality was crappy. Now she's got this good Canon camera, and it's pretty good quality. I think it is. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I think it's good quality. And I'm not saying that because she's sitting there or sitting here watching, but she doesn't buy that junk stuff. I mean, she knows about her cameras and her camcorders and all that stuff. That's why I go to her most of the time when, hey Missy, is this a good camera? Or Melissa, excuse me, is this a good camera? Oh yeah, it's a good camera. And she'll tell me, it's with the what is it? On the camera.
The pixels.
The pixels and what else? There's something else. The room, the space, the gigabyte or something like that.
The gigabytes.
Okay. Yeah, she'll tell me all of that too. But I'm gonna hand it over to Stephanie, and I'm gonna let her tell you some things about the foster care. And Cindy, if there's anything else you want to know about it that we forgot to mention that you know about, feel free to shoot us a message. And like I said, I don't mind talking about anything and letting people know on what's going on. So Stephanie, I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Alright. We got into it. Like I said, we've been licensed for 1 year and 3 months. We've had, my last count was 32 children, and that's up to date. It is not for the faint of heart. And it is kind of hard to get into because you don't know whether to go to here or there, or you can either go through the Children's Service Department or you can go through a private agency. We are actually through a private agency. They, to me, they take better care of the children. They are more willing to help foster parents. You can take in, I don't know what, Cindy, I know you was asking about this, but I don't know what state you're from, but you can Google your state. We took and had a friend recommend us, but you can Google, like, we're in Tennessee. You can do Tennessee foster care agencies or Tennessee private foster care agencies, and there should be numbers you can contact them and ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, you know, when you call them. There is a lot of training to it. We had to do, it's probably, what, 3 months worth of training to get certified, but that was the fast track training. They had an emergency case they needed to place with us, so they fast tracked us.
Good celebration.
Really? I'm sitting right here. But yeah, there's good days and there's bad days. There is a lot of good kids. There is a lot of them with disabilities, mental disorders. They just all need love. So you just have to have a good heart and be patient. You're gonna have to have a lot of patience with them. Is there anything else?
I'm surprised she's not talking that quick. I said I'm enjoying this up, you know, but anyway, what you got to do, if you're willing to put your heart into this and do the foster care, you must have a clean record. You cannot be a felony. If you are a felony, you might as well not even waste your time. They do a fingerprint. They do a background on you. You got to have a good work schedule. Work schedule, work history and all that stuff. You got to be able to support yourself. So they know that you're not wanting to live off the money that they pay you. Because technically that money that they pay you is supposed to go towards the kids on their needs. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm not going to get into details on what the pay is. But if they're, like Cindy for an example, if she wanted to know, all she's got to do is shoot me a message or shoot us a message on the Southern Bunch, and I will have to probably privately message you. I'm not going to put that out there like that. We're willing, yes, each state is different, but I'm willing to let you know, give you an example and let you know on what they pay us per child. I'm not just going to go throw it out there like that. I mean, that's not me. But if you want to know, all you got to do is send me a message, and then I'll find you somehow, and then we can talk back and forth. But I mean, when we first got licensed, we got slapped with 5 kids at once. 5 kids, and that is siblings. They were all siblings. 4 boys and 1 girl. And I'm telling you right now, that was rough. I remember my word was when we first got our license, we got a call. And I remember Stephanie being on the phone, and they said they had 4 boys and 1 girl. They were all siblings, and they needed a home. Well, I overheard the conversation, and I mentioned to Stephanie, and the agency must have heard what I said and said, "Bring them on, bring them over here. Let's see if everything works out for them. I mean, we can give it a shot."
And by the way, he's not allowed to say that no more.
No, I can't say that. I learned my lesson on that one, but like I said, guys, we can't put the blame on the children. We can't do that. No, and children, the older children especially, should not use that for an excuse on why their behavior is the way it is now. But you cannot put the blame on the children on why they're in custody. You cannot do that. I mean, there's a reason why they're in custody. Like I said, I'm not going to get into details on why we had to do the 2 boys we got now. I'm not going to do that, and I won't do that. But like I said, like Stephanie said, we've had about 30 kids, 32 kids, whatever, in the house. Our file cabinet is all the way to the max almost, and it's past beyond, but.
Oh, I've already had to empty it out and put some in storage.
Oh, okay. Oh, that explains it.
And he doesn't do the paperwork, y'all. I do the paperwork.
But I remember the one time she was talking to me and she says, man, she's Derek, she says, we're running out of room. I said, well, I guess we'll have to get a bigger file cabinet or something like that. But, I mean, she figures out ways. I mean, but she's got paperwork on every single thing. We document every single thing because you're supposed to document every single thing. And then you turn it in, you make sure you get your copy, you turn it in, you go from there.
Well, you're not required to have a copy for yourself, but if you do foster care, I recommend making a copy of everything. Every doctor's note, anything you turn in to the agency or to DCS, make sure you make you a copy, because paperwork, it gets lost. When you hand it off to somebody else, it becomes a bottomless hole and it gets lost in it. Make yourself a copy. That way, if they come back and say, oh, you didn't turn this in, you can say, yes, I did. Here's my copy. I'll make you another one. You know, just be nice about it, because things do get lost, you know. I lose my keys every time I turn around. Derek's yelling at me, why did you hang it on the hook? But, you know, just make sure you cover yourself, you know, because you can always lose something yourself and need it later on, and you can go back to your agency or DCS, say, I misplaced this, can I get a copy from y'all? And more than likely, if you're good to them, they're good to you. They'll replace it.
Now, you are required to pay them an allowance once a month. That is a must. You have to do that. There's 30 days in a month. There's 28 days in one month. There's 31 days in the other months. But you have to pay them an allowance. And here, I don't know how it is at any other state, but here in Tennessee, where we're at, it's $1 a day. And what we do is, you know, we have this paper and we make them sign it and everything. We fill it out. Well, she fills it out. When I sign it as a witness, they sign it, and they see her put the money in the pouch, because there's a pouch that we keep. Each and it, you know, it's all separate. It's not all together with their name on it. And you put the money in there, and if they want their allowance or if they want something, all they gotta do is ask for the money. Now, they must bring a receipt back on everything they get. Mm-hmm. That is a must. They have to do that, because we have to document all that down, stating why they are spending that allowance and what they're spending it on. Why, I don't know, but that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, to me, I think it's a little personal, but it is what it is. I mean,
well, it's to make sure they don't buy anything illegal.
Well, they're not going to do that around us. But
well, you know, some parents, they let them have pocket knives and all that.
But anyway, I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm sure there's some things that me and Stephanie has missed, but they do have a site online. You can go online, you can read all the rules and regulations on how they go, on what they do. I mean, like I said, like she said, or I said, one of us said it, every state is different. Mm-hmm. Every state is not the same. The company we're through, I'll say this real quick and I'll let you have it. I know the company we're through now, I was told this the other day, there are 75 kids in custody. That the company just the company we're through. And there's more than one company in the state of Tennessee here. There's 75 kids that are in state custody, and I'm sure there's more out there.
I think there's like over 5,000 or 6,000 kids in custody that's either waiting for adoption or needing a home to go to. When Derek told you about the allowance thing, how I do it is I get a binder, put pencil pouches in it, put each kid's name on it. I make a check registry book for them. I also have a website I go to that makes these play checks, and I can customize them to each kid. And then they also have to sign the form for the agency, but they also have to learn how to fill out the check and the check registry. It teaches them good habits for when they're an adult. And they initial and sign everything.
I don't recall talking about this, but I want to, in closing, because you know we're at 20 minutes right now. I know Missy's got to do some editing, or Melissa, you got to do some editing, but that's okay. I don't believe I talked about the adoption, right?
No, you did not.
Okay. This is how the adoption part goes. When you become a foster parent, and if that child is up for an adoption, you will know. You will know it in advance if that child is up for an adoption or not. When that child goes up for an adoption, you have first dibs.
If they're in your home.
If they're, I'm just getting to that point. But they have to be in your home. They can't leave your home for a day and then come back, and then a day and then come back. They can't do that, not unless they're in respite. And we'll explain the respite to you in a minute. But they have to be in your home for 6 months. They have to be in your home for 6 months. Not no 5 months and 29 days. It has to be exactly 6 months. And then that's when they start processing everything. Now they will pick them up. If there's times that they will pick them up, they will take them to go where they need to go to get their pictures done and blah, 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 blah. So they can put them on the net so everybody can see them.
And you got to be a pre-adoptive home also. Which if you sign up for foster care, make sure, if you're doing it to adopt, make sure they know that you're in it to adopt. And then that way they can put you in as pre-adoptive.
Yes, that is right.
And they'll ask that a million times through the process also.
Because there is times that our company, the company Worthrow and DCS, there's times that they'll forget. Are you a pre-adopted home? Are you a pre-adopted home? How many times are you going to ask me this? How many times are you going to ask Stephanie this? Yes, we are. But they forget. I mean, that's what you call it. You got to document stuff down. That's what the paper and pen's made for. Document it down. Go on with your business. But evidently they don't know what a piece of paper and pen is. I don't know. So anyway, that's a side point. I mean, I can be funny at times. I mean, and I can be serious at times. But like I said, in closing, with the what was it? Well, there was something else.
The respite.
Oh, the respite. With the respite part, all right, say for example, okay, me and Stephanie want to leave. We want to go on vacation for a week, and we don't want to take the boys with us. The company that we're working for will get some other family, or get a hold of some other family that's a foster parent, and they will go there and stay there. Now, you don't get paid for respite. That family does. Okay? This is how the pay works. It goes from 12 midnight to 12 midnight. That's how they do it. It can be, if it's 12 midnight to 11:59, you don't get it. It goes to the other parent. If it's 12 midnight to 12 midnight, you get it. Like I said, guys, I'm not worried about the money, but I'm just explaining to you how it works. Like, I mean, you don't have anything else, do you? I mean, I want to get this sub done.
You're just hungry, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to get it done. But Cindy, if there's anything else you want to know that we forgot, or there's something that you're curious about and you need some information on, and if you can't find it on the computer, shoot me a message on shoot us a message on the Southern Bunch. And then if it gets in details where I won't talk about it, I can message you somehow. I can get your information. I don't mind talking to somebody about that, but I'm not going to put it all over YouTube. I'm not going to do that. That's not the, this is not the time and the place to do all that.
And if it's a private question, you can shoot them a message, and I can look you up on Facebook and private message you that way also.
So, but I don't have anything else to say. You don't have anything else? Okay, we don't have anything else to say. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. The bell, don't forget to hit that. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm still new. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting it. Don't forget to, like I said, subscribe, hit the bell, share. You guys know what to do. But please, y'all do that. Y'all, word of mouth gets out there. But like I said, if there's anything else you guys want us to do, let us know. You don't have a problem, you know, you don't have a problem getting on here and talking to you guys and eating and all that and slapping the jaws together. And I really don't know who the next video is going to be. We haven't discussed that yet. But I know next week it's supposed to be me, Alice, and Tommy doing the chicken nugget challenge. I know that for a fact. Don't know what day, but we're supposed to do that.
And Alice can now eat both of them.
Though she probably will. She probably will.
She takes after her aunt.
There you go. She probably will. So, like I said, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching, and like I said, I want to welcome my wife on here as a guest. And you know, if there's anything else, just let us know and shoot us a message, and we'll go from there. And as always, guys, y'all come back now. You hear?